Hi, welcome to the Fight Age channel. Former world champion in the first heavyweight Grigory Drozd is convinced that it will be difficult for the mandatory challenger for the WBO belt in the heavyweight division, Alexander Usyk, to defeat the WBA, WBO IBF title holder Anthony Joshua, but he leaves the Ukrainian a good chance in this fight. Russian boxer Murat Gassiev shared his thoughts about a possible fight between Ukrainian Alexander Usyk and Briton Anthony Joshua. The former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight and mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title, Alexander Usyk, poses a serious threat to the WBA, IBF and WBO champion Anthony Joshua, believes the famous British coach Peter Fury. According to whom, the Ukrainian has already completely fit into the heavyweight division, and his striking power should not be underestimated. It is expected that in the near future the organizers will be officially announce the fight between Joshua and Usyk on September 25. At the Tottenham Stadium in London, British heavyweight Joe Joyce is confident that he will win the upcoming fight with French veteran Carlos Takam by knockout, but did not predict the round in which this will happen. After winning this fight, Joyce wants to share the ring with someone from the current champions in his weight category, compatriots Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to the channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Former world champion in the first heavyweight Grigory Drozd is convinced that it will be difficult for the mandatory challenger for the WBO belt in the heavyweight division, Alexander Usyk, to defeat the WBA, WBO IBF title holder Anthony Joshua, but he leaves the Ukrainian a good chance in this fight. I watch Alexander Usyk very much. I see how he is gaining weight in every sense, including weight itself and as a boxer. But still, today I do not see an obvious formidable weapon with which he could definitely win. Of course, speed, combinations and pace are definitely important, but Joshua, it seems to me, is still a very serious wall for Alexander Usyk. But still, he is a boxer of the highest level, and everything can be in this fight. The chances are 50-50, but I would probably give 14-16 in favor of Joshua, Dmitry Drozd said in an interview. Recall that the Joshua-Usyk fight is scheduled to take place on September 25 in London. Russian boxer Murat Gassiev shared his thoughts about a possible fight between Ukrainian Alexander Usyk and Briton Anthony Joshua. It's always interesting when two Olympic champions meet, Gassiev said in an interview. A great event for world boxing. I think that it can be compared to the fight between Klitschko and Povetkin. This is a very resonant event. It will be very interesting to see. I can't call someone a strong opponent and someone a weak one. Joshua is an Olympic champion, and that says a lot. He won against Vladimir Klitschko, was a world champion, and he should not be called a weak boxer in any case. Everyone has their own opinion, and I consider him one of the strongest heavyweights in the world, Gassiev said. The former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight and mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title, Alexander Usyk, poses a serious threat to the WBA, IBF and WBO champion Anthony Joshua, believes the famous British coach Peter Fury. According to whom, the Ukrainian has already completely fit into the heavyweight division, and his striking power should not be underestimated. It is expected that in the near future the organizers will officially announce the fight between Joshua and Usyk on September 25 at the Tottenham Stadium in London. He's very dangerous, Peter Fury said of Usyk in an interview. This is not a walk in the park. Forget about the first heavyweight. This guy has already had 2 fights in the heavyweight division. He got used to it and gained the right weight. He is a serious heavyweight and a serious talent, so it will be a good fight. Naturally, he has a strong enough punch to earn Joshua's respect. Added Fury. He is accurate in his punches, and everyone in the fighting business knows that in this weight, any correctly placed punch can be dangerous. And yes, he has completely fit into the heavyweight division and a serious threat. This is a serious fight. I give Joshua credit for attempting this fight. I think everything will eventually come down to a confrontation of skill, because no one will take risk. I really want to watch this fight. This is a great fight, Fury said in conclusion. British heavyweight Joe Joyce is confident that he will win the upcoming fight with French veteran Carlos Takam by knockout, but did not predict the round in which this will happen. After winning this fight, Joyce wants to share the ring with someone from the current champions in his weight category, compatriots Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Right now, I am completely focused on Carlos Takam. He is an orthodox fighter and very confident in his abilities. I accepted the fight with Takam because he has a good name, and he is also a strong and experienced fighter. It will be a great fight. Carlos is not tall, so he will break the distance and try to strike close. So I am waiting for a difficult fight, which I will win by stoppage or knockout. I don't want to predict the round in which this will happen. I am in close proximity to the championship fight and I am ready to fight with anyone who has a belt. That's why I'm doing boxing. I have repeatedly said that I will collect all the belts of our division and do it. I hope my opponents will be Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. I understand that it will be considered an outsider in a fight with them, and this suits me, because in this case I will feel less pressure, Joyce said. The undefeated British heavyweight Joe Joyce believed that the current WBA, WBO, IBF world champion in his division Anthony Joshua is able to defeat the mandatory challenger for the WBO title Alexander Usyk ahead of time, with whom he is due to meet on September 25. I think that the Joshua-Usyk fight will be difficult for both of them. Alexander will dance, trying to steal this fight and staying at a distance. Perhaps he will try to go for a victory. I don't know, we'll see. Of course, Joshua has a power of impact and speed. He is taller and larger. Now Joshua is a top heavyweight. He leads the division. I think that sooner or later he will deliver one of his blows. To be honest, I don't see that this fight will reach the scoring stage. This is a risky fight for both of them. Perhaps Usyk chose to fight with Joshua instead of me for the sake of money, Joe Joyce said. John Fury, the father of the WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury, believed that American Deontay Wilder made a mistake by agreeing to a third fight with his son. According to John, in this fight, Wilder may lose his career or even his life. You may think that Tyson looks terrible during training camp, but when he enters the ring, he becomes a different person. Wilder's team has already made 2 mistakes about my son, but the third time could cost Deontay his career or even his life. If Wilder does not die after the fight, he will definitely remain disabled. Deontay is just a stupid person. If he wants to sell his soul and risk his life for money, then let him continue to move in this direction, John Fury said in an interview. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.